Günther Stoll was nobody. 34 years old, married with one daughter, trained as a food engineer but unemployed, there was absolutely nothing notable about him. No details whatsoever of his personality or life can be found online, at least not in English. His home, the small village of Anshausen, was much the same, a quaint German countryside hamlet with a population of barely more than 1,000. Today, Stoll is likely the single most well-known person from the town. Not because of his job, or his accomplishments, or his life, but because of the events of the night of October 25, 1984, and the mysterious way he died. In the months leading up to October 25, Günther Stoll's behavior was starting to worry those close to him more and more. He was suffering from what appeared to be a moderate case of paranoia, occasionally saying things like, "I can't take it anymore, they are all against me, and I'm afraid they will hurt me." While this was certainly strange, Stoll did not appear to be unable to lead a normal life, and it was assumed he would get over it eventually. On the night of October 25, Stoll was enjoying a quiet evening at home with his wife. According to her, he had been sitting peacefully in his chair when out of nowhere he shouted a phrase roughly translating to, "Now I've got it," and jumped up. He grabbed a pen and paper and wrote 6 mysterious characters, YOGTZE, before immediately crossing them out. This note, which would become synonymous with the case, was never actually seen by anyone else as Stoll's wife threw it away that night. Shortly afterwards, he put on his suede jacket and left the apartment for the last time. Stoll made the short drive south to a pub in Wilnsdorf, apparently thinking a drink would clear his head. He walked in at around 11 p.m. and ordered a beer. Before he was able to drink it, however, Stoll fell off his chair and onto the ground, injuring his face. He told other guests at the pub that he'd had a blackout, and later blood analysis would reveal that he was not drunk whatsoever. After downing an orange juice and schnapps, he left the bar. What he did for the next 2 hours remains a mystery. At approximately 1 a.m., Stoll appeared in the nearby town of Eigezielbach, where his family lived. Instead of visiting his mother's home, he rang the doorbell 2 doors down, home to a 76-year-old retired woman who he had known since childhood. The woman answered the door, no doubt surprised to see Stoll outside her house at such a late hour. He looked visibly confused, saying to her, "Something terrible is going to happen tonight." Assuming he was simply drunk, she told him to go home. Stoll acquiesced and, saying that he would return to his wife, again disappeared into the night. Günther Stoll did not go home. Around 3 a.m., early in the morning of October 26, 2 truck drivers noticed a car crashed in a trench along the Autobahn A45 near the Hagen Süd exit, about 100 kilometers north of Eigezielbach. They immediately called the police, and before investigating could both spy an apparently injured person in a bloody white jacket walking away from the scene in the murky darkness. This person was never identified. In the car, they found Günther Stoll, completely naked and mortally injured. With the last of his strength, Stoll told the truck drivers that there had been 4 other people in the car with him, but they had all run away. When asked if they were his friends, Stoll denied it. He died on the way to the hospital. As strange as the death of Günther Stoll already was, the ensuing investigation would only make it stranger. Forensic evidence revealed that Stoll had been hit by another vehicle at a different location and then moved by an unknown person into the seat of his own car. He had also already been naked when he was hit. These conclusions turned a mysterious death into a mysterious murder. In the following years, all leads ran cold. Inquiries into Stoll's holiday trips to the Netherlands, where he had apparently indulged in the drug scene, led nowhere, as did the 3,000 Deutschmark reward the police offered for tips. The meaning of the mysterious cipher YOGTZE is still completely unknown, as are Stoll's actions between leaving the bar and showing up in his hometown, and between leaving his hometown and being found in the crashed car. In fact, it seems all we are left with is questions. Was Günther Stoll just a crazy person spouting nonsense, or did he really know about his own murder before it happened? If he was just crazy, who ran him over and put him back in his own crashed car? What did the YOGTZE note mean, and did it even exist? If it didn't, why would Stoll's wife make it up? Who was the mysterious person in the white jacket? All things we may never know. Today, the case file rests in a drawer somewhere, likely looked through a few times a year for the foreseeable future. The phone line at the Hagen Murder Commission still rings on occasion with someone else's genius theory to crack the mystery. If it ever were to actually be solved, it would certainly be one of the biggest surprises in cold case history. But who knows? Maybe it could be you.